Hello, hello, everybody. Happy New Year to you all. Real quick before we get started and I go and say a few things, let's do this first. Under Title 17 USC Section 107, allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips to balance in favor of fair use. So now that we've got the disclaimer out of the way yet again, and hopefully StreamYard doesn't have any audio issues like the other week, we are good to go. Thank you for being here with me, the so fucking great variety show host, Mad Max. And I see you out there. I got you out there, Twitch. Appreciate you. Anybody is always welcome. I haven't sent out a link yet, but anybody want to come on, just let me know. Post on the comments. We're going to talk about some football. We got one week left before the playoffs start, and tomorrow's games, they're pretty important. They're pretty important. Kind of a big deal for football. Couple big games tomorrow. Why isn't it? There we go. You know what? There we go. I like that one. Happy New Year once again, everybody out there. I hope that you had a good holiday season. If you're still having your holiday, I understand everybody's all over, all around the country, all around the world. So it's difficult to always get together on a particular day or time unless it's pre-planned, and at that time, it doesn't always go as planned. If it can go wrong, it will go wrong, as they say. But all in all, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Ramadan, or if you celebrate nothing at all or whatever it is that you celebrate, that's you do you, and that's all that matters. As long as you're not hurting yourself or anybody else, it's no problem. And for everybody else, Happy New Year. I understand people don't believe that the new year is really the new year because new things don't start in the winter. We can go and argue this back and forth, but just for the last, 20, 30 years, let's just go that far. We've been saying Happy New Year when it turns a new year. So Happy New Year to everybody. From wherever you're watching, wherever you may be, nothing but love coming at you from Mad Max and KC. That's what's up. Praise to the Almighty. Thank you, Lord, for allowing me to be here to put on another show. Had a bit of a health issue, and I just recently was released from the hospital. Not telling you this because I'm trying to get anything out of you. I'm just sharing with you why I haven't been able to be available, if you will. And the last live I did was so awful on StreamYard's part that the audio after about the 20-minute mark was just, I don't know what it was. It wasn't even audio. It was, you couldn't listen to it, but I still put the winners up all the same. And I'm going to do that same thing for this week, even though this week isn't anywhere near as important. But back to my last week, I've been in the hospital. Originally, they thought I'd suffered a stroke here at home, and I was brought to the emergency room. I've had tests ran on me, and they brought in an expert. And to come to find out that in addition to my CRPS type 2, I have what is referred to as FND, and that stands for Functional Neurological Disorder. It's kind of like having a software glitch in a computer or an engine that's just not running right in mechanics terms. So I swelled up like you wouldn't believe on Christmas, and then I got out on New Year's and I was able to go home. So I thank the Lord for everything, the good and the bad, because you never know one without the other. And I thank everybody here, and I hope you've all had a good holiday, like I've said. And I appreciate all the new viewers and all subscribers who have given me the opportunity and the chance to earn your viewership, and I greatly appreciate it. I thank you very much for it. And honestly, I'm just happy to be here. I don't do this for any reason other than I enjoy it. and I, you know, I feel like I have a great audience. Whatever platform you're on, it's appreciated, and it means a lot to me. So thank you. It's not about clicks, likes, all that stuff. Yeah, sure, we pay attention to those things, but honestly, it's not the end all be all to everything. So that's just one of those things. I appreciate it. Trying to go here to the schedules, and I know there's a couple games going on tomorrow. And there we go. I don't know why it's doing this backwards the way it is, but okay. The first game it's got, and I'll show you. Let me get this up here, and you'll be able to see. But FND, I swelled up on the left-hand side of my body. It was crazy. They didn't know if I was having a stroke or if they didn't know what was going on. Fortunately, Indian doctor, Dr. Patel, who specializes in this particular type of disorder, came to see me after all the tests and MRIs and CAT scans and EKGs and ECGs and everything else, ultrasounds, etc., were performed, labs, poking and prodding. And if you've never been into a hospital and you've never had to stay in a hospital for an extended stay, it's not very much a restful place. So just to be clear on that part, not a restful place at all. Let me block that and finish this off. But I'm grateful for all the doctors, nurses, the ER people, everybody at the Kansas University of Kansas Hospital, KU Med Center, Olathe campus, down the street from my house. Thank you. You took great care of me. I appreciate everything that you've done for me and that you've done for people that've come in before me. And I pray that you will continue to do good works and continue to give people the care and support and healing and help that they need, and be very, very, you guys were lifesavers and are lifesavers. So I thank you, Dr. Patel, and all the other doctors, and like I said, nurses, just everybody it was, it sucks being in the hospital, but thank you, Lord, for putting me in the hands of good people. That's all I could say. And now we're going back and getting some checkups going to happen here in the next few months, and see what else needs to be done. And I'm a little bit off, and I apologize. Some of it's partly from medication, partly from just not feeling well, and just things on my mind. So don't, they say moods and attitudes are contagious. I am not in a bad mood, and I'm not in any kind of bad attitude type of a scenario. So I'm super thankful and super grateful for everybody that reached out and sent me a lot of messages, and I haven't got a chance to check them all through various social media, and I didn't broadcast any of this. Like, hey, I'm in the hospital. I don't do all that. I'm more worried about getting myself fixed and figured out. And it, I was kind of surprised to find out I had this other medical issue with this functional neurological disorder. It's something else. You'll have to look it up. I've done a little bit of research, but the more research you do, the less you actually know when it comes to certain things. So I'll leave it to the experts and the doctors and wait to hear from them. In the meantime, I'm going to continue to stay on the medications that they have me taking, and do what they suggest. continue to hope and pray for the best and continue to spread the good message and the good word to everybody out there. And to me, it doesn't matter what religion you are, who you pray to, that's important. We're all people, we're all here together. None of us are getting out of here, and might as well make the best of it while we're all here. That's simple. It's a lot to take in, but you know what? At the same time, let's try to let's try to be more conscious of what other people may or may not be going through, because it's honestly something that we don't do well enough, myself included. And I'm just grateful and I'm thankful. It was a frightening moment, frightening in the fact that I'm not ready to meet Jesus quite yet. I still have plenty of work to do down here, though I might not be able to work and have some sort of disorders here and there. I might not be perfect anymore, or even relatively close, but I'm I'm a fighter, and I've got plenty of fight left in me. So that's what I had to say. I thank you for listening to that, and I appreciate everything. Once again, thank you. It means a lot. But right now, let's talk about a little bit of football. I won't take a whole lot of your Friday evening up. I don't have a whole lot going on. Go figure, right? And yeah, yeah. I don't know why this is. It's a Sunday game, yes, but the first game that they're showing here, Chiefs and Raiders on Sunday in the afternoon. I love my Chiefs, but I'm not going to lie to you. I'm taking the Raiders. Sacrilege? No. Raiders are my other squad for other reasons. And we're moving right along to the games tomorrow, which are going to be huge games, very, very important playoff implications in tomorrow's games. We have a total of two of them on Saturday. So, first one, we have the Buccaneers and the Panthers for the division. So, it's going to be a good game. Honestly, I believe the Buccaneers can win, but I feel that the Panthers have been more consistent and have played better. And not to mention, Baker is not in the best of shape at the moment. So we're going to go with the Panthers to take the division. We'll have a whole lot more clarity in the playoff picture after tomorrow. The next game, which is also looking forward to it, the Seahawks and 49ers. Big game here, 13-3 is what the Seahawks are at, and 12-4 49ers. I don't recall the tiebreaker. I don't remember, honestly, but I do believe that the winner of this game is going to be the winner of the division, but don't hold me to it. I don't remember. I'm sorry. But all things considered, Brock Purdy being back makes a big difference. The weaknesses in the defense of the 49ers have been exploited, but there again, the adjustments that Coach Shanahan and Rob Saleh are able to make, I feel will be good enough to keep the Seahawks at bay. I'm not looking at anything over under. I'm just going straight up. It's the last week of the season. Teams that have something to play for and the ones that don't are the ones that are going to play harder, generally, you would think. But, and these are competitors, these professional athletes. I expect them all to play hard. So, and on this one, we've got Seattle 2.5 point favorite with a 48 point over under. And I'm not going to lie to you. I'm taking the 49ers. I think Brock Purdy being back under center, playing well, they can win this game. The defense can step up and they can beat the Seahawks. And that's not taken away from the Seahawks. They're an excellent team. We're going with the 49ers. Next, Saints and Falcons. This is going to be a good game, and 3.5 point favorite for Atlanta. Over under is 44, but the Saints have shown some fight and some spirit. And the Falcons, outside looking in with, I don't think, any chance or a very little chance of making it into the playoffs with that record. Now, that division in itself is, no, it is what it is. So I think that both teams are going to try to play hard and do well and see what they have in way of next year. The Saints have been looking good with that young new quarterback. The Falcons, Kirk Cousins, he did good this past week. And ultimately, from what I've seen, I'm going to stick with the Saints on this one. Next, we have the Battle of Ohio, or the Browns and the Bengals. This is a noon game, also on Sunday, 7.5 points. Cincy's the favorite. Over-under is 44.5. And I'll tell you right now, it's going to be a good game. Bragging rights, whatever else you want to call it. It'll be an interesting game. I don't believe that Joe Burrow is going to be out there, which means we got Joe Flacco and the Browns. No, they're the Browns. So I'm going with the Bengals and Joe Flacco. Next, we have the Packers and the Vikings. Should be a good game. A lot of implications in this one as well. You got two teams that are vying for position and or a potential trip to the postseason still. Vikings 9.5 points, over under 37. Game is in Minnesota. But I'll tell you what, and you might not agree, but we're going to see if I'm right or if I'm wrong. I feel the Packers are going to show you that they are equipped and are going to be in the postseason. So we're going Green Bay, the Packers. Next, we have the Cowboys and the Giants. Yeah, I feel like the Giants could possibly win, but I'm not real high on it. So this week we're going with the Cowboys, even though I don't expect them to have everybody out there that they need in way of preventing any injuries that could be detrimental to the team in the future. Next, we got the Titans and the Jaguars. Duval, Jacksonville, 13.5 point favorite. 47.5 is the over-under. Titans, no. The Jags and Duval, we're going that way with no problem. Next game is going to be a good game. Colts, Texans, Phillip Rivers, CJ Stroud, who's looked fantastic, and the Texans have really made a statement this entire year. Excuse me, and I believe that they will continue to do so. I feel like it's going to be a good game. Houston's the 10.5 point favorite. The over-under is 39. As much as I love Phillip Rivers and the Colts and Shane Steichen and what he's been able to do with that program, I feel that the Texans are going to win this game based on sheer just grit, gut, and just getting the job done. Finish the job, get to where you need to be, and then you start over 0-0 in the playoffs. That's when it matters. Texans it is. Next, we've got the Jets and the Bills. Believe it or not, Josh Allen's longest active QB streak is still alive. So whether Josh Allen starts or whether he doesn't start, I don't feel that the Jets are a good team on any level. Though they do have they might have a little bit of a future in the future. We're going to go ahead and go with the Bills, even though I do expect to see a lot of people not playing in that game simply because the playoffs are going to be starting next week. Next, Lions, Bears. Expect this to be a good game. Dan Campbell and the Lions have not been the same Lions that they have been over the last couple seasons, whereas Caleb Williams, Ben Johnson, and the new look Chicago Bears have proven to me that they do have the ability to win games and make a deep push into the playoffs. And I think That is what we're going to see. A victory from Chicago. They're favored by 3. 50.5 is the over-under. As much as I would love to see Gambling Dan, Riverboat Dan, Dan the Man, and the Lions win this game, I feel confident about the Bears, which I haven't really said before till now. But I mean it. And I'm not changing anything. And also remember, I do write everything down on the YouTube community posts, so please feel free to look at it anytime you want. It's always there. And did my pen just take a shard? Oh, yeah, that would be an issue. See if this old school trick works. Yeah, Bears. All right. Moving right along, we got Chargers Broncos, huge game for both teams. Also, once again, trying to get the best position that they possibly can. The Broncos are going to be at home playing hard. They're favored by 13, 37.5 over under. Justin Herbert's been a little dinged up and a little injured. It's going to be a good game, but I feel that the Broncos, regardless of whether they sit their starters or not, they are going to win this game. So, Broncos, it is. Next, we have the Cardinals and the Rams. This one, we've got the Rams favored by 8.5. 46.5 is the over-under. It's in Los Angeles, and the Rams are going to win this game. Matthew Stafford and company are the real deal. Trust me on this one. Trust me. Next, we have the Patriots and the Dolphins. It's a good game. It's a great matchup. New England could really use a win. Not to say that if New England wins and Denver loses, then the Patriots would have first place. And like I said, huge game. I'm going with the Patriots and Mike Vrabel. I love what he's brought back to New England. It's almost like the second coming of Belichick in many ways. Dolphins, plus they placed Darren Waller, groin injury on season, getting IR, so that's not going to help anything. New England's 11.5 point favorite. The over-under is 45.5. And like I said, New England, the Broncos have the tiebreaker over the Patriots. So if they both win, Broncos will be in first place in the playoffs. And that's okay. But if the Broncos lose and the Patriots win, Patriots will be in first place. So now that we know that, we're all a little bit smarter. Next, Redskins / Commies at the Eagles. Eagles are going to have a pretty easy day. Mariota's out. Obviously, their starting quarterback's out. So they're going to Josh Johnson to start. Okay? I don't need to say anymore. Eagles. Next, we have the Sunday night game. The last game of the regular season. Ravens and Steelers. This one's for all the marbles. Lamar Jackson will play in a winner-take-all game versus the Steelers. I think it's going to be a great game. It's going to be a tough game, but it's going to be a game that Aaron Rodgers shows you why he's one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play in this league. Love him, hate him, makes no difference. You can't deny the fact that the man is great, and that's why the Steelers will win this game. All right, so quick recap. We've got the Raiders, the Panthers, the 49ers, the Saints, the Bengals, the Packers, the Cowboys, the Jags, the Texans, the Bills, the Bears, the Broncos, the Rams, the Patriots, the Eagles, and the Steelers. And that is a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 times 2 is 32. And that is the Max's weekly winners, picks and predictions segment. And a little bit of personal information about I didn't have to share any of that with you, but I feel comfortable with you guys and gals and my audience. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And let me take this off here and put me back on here. There we go. I want to thank everyone again, and I want you all to have a healthy, happy, and safe new year. I want you to make this new year the best for you, for your family, for your loved ones, your friends, whoever. Make changes that you want to make positive changes, be your best self. Don't get discouraged. Don't let people push you around. Don't don't take any shit from anybody. Stick to your guns if you know you're right. Stick to your convictions. Trust your gut. Don't be scared. God's got you. He will never put more on you than he thinks or she thinks you can handle. Clip that. Remember, God will never put more onto you than he thinks that you can bear. That's how much faith and trust he has in us, and that's how much faith and trust we need to have in the Lord. So I end this with a positive message of peace, goodwill, and happiness for everyone out there in this new year, 2026. In the name of the Lord. And I thank you again for giving me the opportunity to earn your viewership. It means a great deal. Whether you're watching here in the States, in Canada, down south, across the pond, or across the street, I thank you and I appreciate you. This is Max, and this is the Sofa King Great Variety Show in the Russian Tea Room. And thank you. Give me the followers. Great. I appreciate that. I don't really know a whole lot about Discord, but you can find me on there through the link. So thank you for your comment, Mr. Jerry 1109. Thank you. Thank you all. And once again, that's it. This is Mad Max. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. Be your best self in 26. Don't be afraid. All is well. God's got this. Amen. Peace.